right. Looks like you fixed it.
Ben Macks, how are you?
Good. Hello.
Yeah, man. It's been a fucking rigmarole trying to get this thing going.
Yeah, I bet.
We were just talking, off the air, When I say off the air, it's stupid.
Off the air. Yeah. Well, that sounds official.
We were talking on our own time, on our regular time.
Free time.
Without a podcast rolling.
Without recording it.
Yeah.
Weird.
No, man. We're trying to... our internet's sketchy here for whatever reason. So until we get it nailed down, we're not going to go YouTube live. We're just going to record it and upload it later. And yeah.
I didn't know you could go live on YouTube. That's exciting. Not that it's just exciting. I don't see.
It's
I don't know
another
why.
option.
I don't know why I didn't think you could. That makes sense.
It's another option.
Yeah. Good.
You do a lot of Facebook Live stuff.
Yeah.
He likes to do fun stuff. So going live is fun for him.
That would
and
be
only
exciting.
him.
What do you mean?
Well, I think that I have a lot of dumb shit that I say. So if I could possibly edit that out, I would like to do that. And you're like, nope, we'll just send the whole goddamn thing.
Well, here's the thing. Because we are recording it and uploading it, that night or whenever, we're still treating it as live. We're not editing out anything then.
I understand.
Just the option is comforting.
Maybe,
I'm assuming.
He said, are you ready for this? This is before you got here.
Yeah.
He said, are you ready for December 6th?
Oh, yeah. Are you ready for December 6th?
Well, and then I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, what's December?
I don't know. I can't figure it out. He said, well, I'll let you know.
It's 10 days from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm ready now.
The election was...
Oh, it's legal weed, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
For some reason, I was thinking it was December 10th.
I was wondering how that was if it was like when the vote, if it was now, like all of a sudden, I think a lot of people assumed, it passed. I can go crazy.
There are people that thought that.
But
Dummies.
I figured that there had to be some kind of kick. I mean, like the people that get elected don't get sworn in the next day.
No.
So
you have a urine test at your job, right?
yeah,
I'm assuming
my day job, so I can't.
Yeah, I can't either.
I can't partake anyway.
He doesn't.
So.
He does not.
I'm excited, man. When
I voted for it.
yeah,
But yeah, maybe someday.
when because I thought it was the 10th that it was legal.
Yeah.
So I'd set up a podcast with Jason Sletter. I work with him at Right Brain Breweries in a band called Crony. And I said, dude, you should come on for the legal weed show. We'll just get fucking ripped and just do a podcast. He's like, all right, so that's the 10th, but it will already have been legal by 4 days.
Well, that's even better though.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
You didn't know.
Then you can know your levels a little better.
That's perfect.
You can get your mic levels and your weed levels.
Yeah. Level check.
Yeah, because I don't know my levels now.
You don't know your levels for shit. You don't know, like, how much is too much for anything in your life.
I don't know. He's not talking about sound, is he?
He's not talking about
I'm not talking about...
He's really just talking about life in general. He's just,
everything.
Anything.
That's
He's
right.
like, you and moderation do not fucking go hand in hand.
Hey, how many cookies did you put in your bowl of ice cream? Fucking 8.
4.
Oh, only 4? I'm surprised.
I love that there are any. That's beautiful. I do peanut butter. I'm a peanut butter on my ice cream guy.
I do too.
I put peanut butter on pistachio ice cream the other day, and I thought my wife's head was going to explode.
Do you melt? Do you get it melty?
Yeah, you
before
get the
you
ice
put it on
cream.
there?
I used to, when I was a kid, I used to take my bowl of ice cream, and I would like aggressively stir it until I made it soft serve.
See, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I don't know why you're so upset.
It's not even ice cream anymore. It's not even ice cream anymore.
Homemade soft serve.
What about what if you make it all soupy and then just refreeze it? You could do that too.
Yeah. I usually microwave
What's the fucking point?
A little bit. Put it in the microwave just a little bit. Just to get it soft.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just a
5 seconds.
Just
a bowl or the whole container?
Usually the whole thing. Just throw the whole thing in.
That makes sense to. I mean, it's easier to scoop and blah 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 blah.
I got time to wait.
But still,
around.
stirring it, I don't fucking understand. You guys are weird.
Give it a shot. I don't know.
You got to make it a little ice cream soup, man.
Yeah.
The whole point of this fucking story is that he bought cookies and brought them over and bought ice cream and brought it over. And he knows that I fucking suck when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So I will eat all the cookies. I will eat all the ice cream. So I held off for as long as I could, which was like a half an hour. And then I scooped it up and put 4 cookies in it. I'm like, I might as well fucking go full Monty, man.
Yeah, because you're a culinary genius.
Well, we have discussed that.
Look, man. Yeah, no, go ahead.
It's when fat guys are also really good cooks and they're in a shitty mood, that's when the best food gets made.
That makes sense.
At least the best tasting food.
We had pulled pork.
Yeah.
And it was in the refrigerator, so it was leftover pulled pork, making burgers. He goes, what would be good is if you just took that pulled pork and put it underneath the burgers and let it cook. And then I'm like, you're fucking right, man.
Brilliant.
You're fucking right.
So you want to find a restaurant with a fat, angry chef.
That's ideal.
That's the ideal
Yep.
plan.
That's like Ratatouille right there.
Look at Mario Batali. That guy looks angry all the time. Maybe it's just his red face.
Could be.
Maybe it's just
This is
charges,
natural.
pending charges or something.
Yeah, could be. Just a little anxiety.
You've been doing a lot of shows lately. Comedian Ben Macks.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got? Because you just do Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle? Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Is that Royal Oak?
Yeah, Royal Oak. They did I guess it was the first time ever they did like a up and coming whatever young comedian. He called it like a young comedian showcase, and I don't know about young, but it was like a
younger,
maybe, or young to the scene, new up and coming, fresher, comedians that I haven't been doing it a while. Did the first time ever did a Wednesday night before Thanksgiving showcase at the Comedy Castle, which is it's a pretty intimidating place.
Well, it's kind of a legendary spot, isn't it?
Yeah. They used to, I guess somebody had said, I guess I'm not, I think somebody said they used to film HBO specials there in the 80s.
Huh.
Stuff like that. So it's you walk in and right in the lobby, and you walk past pictures of the owner, Mark Ridley, with like Tom Arnold and like Dave Coulier and pretty big stars especially from that time. So like Louis Anderson's going to be there. I think John Lovitz was just there.
So did you get more nervous for that than I don't want to say like a gig you do all the time, like a venue you do all the time, but
I was, that's the most nervous I've ever been for a show. I was terrified.
I personally would be nervous being on the same stage as fucking John Lovitz.
Yeah, it's just a big, and I knew there was like 300 people there, and I knew,
oh shit,
it's a big venue.
Yeah,
and the owner was there, and it's one of those situations where it's like, it's not. You could do a lot more harm than good.
To yourself.
If you mess up in that situation. So it's like you just want to kind of hold your own, don't stick out like, what's this guy doing here, kind of thing, And so I don't know. I think it held my own.
When you get
it was
nervous, do you have like a ritual or anything to calm yourself down, or you just fucking say fuck it and just go?
I think usually like I always get nervous. That was just a more extreme case, but usually it's good. I think it fuels that adrenaline. I think kind of fuels the performance in my case a little bit.
It doesn't in mine.
Do you have
when
like
I get super nervous, I just forget shit.
Yeah.
Do you have like a go-to bit that if you get nervous and you think you might screw up a bit that's coming up? Do you have like a go-to bit to kind of get you back in the saddle?
Yeah, I know. Just kind of, I kind of, I had my, like, you kind of have your set, kind of what you want to do. And you always want to kind of, and that's something I'm starting to try to get better at is, like, you always want to be able to pivot if something's not going right, or if it's not playing well, or you do get nervous.
You never have those moments.
I don't, but I did.
Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah. But, so it's, it was definitely a cool experience. It was fun. It was a great place, and the lineup was
I saw the lineup.
It was killer. Just some real talented people. So it was definitely an honor, and hopefully someday I can be back there again at some point. So
I feel like your John Lovitz comment was fucking sarcastic.
No, fucking John Lovitz. He's in some of the. He's some of the funniest characters I've ever seen.
John Lovitz is under. I mean, some of
No, man, we were watching League of Their Own.
Oh yeah,
and it's just fucking hilarious. Like,
Stop thinking with your tits.
Like I've never seen a fucking. I'm sure I have, but like as far as actors go that don't get enough credit for certain roles, like his fucking role in League of Their Own, like he doesn't get any love for that, and he should.
Like he's underappreciated.
He's only
super
in.
funny, dude.
He's only in The Wedding Singer for like 35 seconds,
and it's fucking greatest 35 seconds ever.
Yeah. And I don't know. City Slickers 2.
I don't
like,
I
dude,
love it too. Yeah,
it's so he's so funny in that.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've seen.
It's pretty good.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Like a classic line. You sound like an ambulance. Me. That's great.
Does he do the Bruno character? Not Bruno Kirby role in that? Not the same character, but he basically takes over.
Yeah,
right?
Bruno Kirby didn't do the second one, but John Lovitz plays Billy Crystal's character's younger brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
'cause Bruno Kirby's
a
not
total
in it.
fuck up.
Yeah, total fuck up, and so that's like
Which we can relate to.
They're kind of adding. Yeah, they are kind of roundabout replacing the. I mean, they're adding. That's the third character with him and Daniel Stern instead of Bruno Kirby, which is too bad. I mean, John Lovitz is great, but I really enjoyed. I thought Bruno Kirby was the first City Slickers.
I just watched the
fantastic.
first City Slickers for the first time, and fuck, I bet it's been 20 years, and I was just reminded how good it is.
Yeah, it really holds up.
Yeah.
Kind of gets you in the gut a little bit. There,
Yeah, it does.
parts.
It does.
Couple of, I think it's one of them. Touches you.
Doesn't do that to me.
No.
Doesn't
Really?
do that to me. No.
I'm surprised. Guy,
Dude,
I thought you were the.
started-
I thought the. It's still.
I'll just
I
make
thought
sure
you were
it's
the.
still rolling.
I thought you were the sensitive one because you got upset about the scene in the Buster Scruggs film that we were talking about.
I didn't really. That kind of did fuck me up, though, man.
That's hilarious.
It was kind of funny.
see, when Liam Neeson throws the rock off the bridge, I'm like, oh fuck yeah!
I knew exactly what was going to happen, but it was just the way he rolled up on him, like smiling. I'm like, fucking Jesus, you cold-hearted prick.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
Like
thought,
that- I
and then
think-
it cut to. I don't want to get.
Yeah.
I already ruined it if you haven't seen it,
Spoiler, but like I don't. Though that whole, because if nobody's seen it, Ballad of Buster Scruggs is a fucking great movie.
Fantastic. I'm going to put it in my top 5 Coen brothers. I think.
I think so.
For me,
well, it's definitely top 5. It might even be top 2.
yeah. It's good.
Is Lebowski, Oh Brother Where Art Thou, and
Yep.
fucking that one.
Fargo's on there.
I wouldn't.
Fargo.
I would call it better than Fargo or Dumb and Dumber.
I think it's better than Fargo. It's
Yeah.
better than Dumb and Dumber.
They didn't
Yeah.
do Dumb and Dumber.
it's
Yeah, they did.
That was fair.
Oh, Farrelly Brothers
Yeah.
did
Oh,
Dumb and
but-
Dumber.
that's
Yeah.
the same fucking thing.
No,
They're
I don't
brothers.
think-
The brothers, in the sense that
They're all
brother-
dumb.
They're in the sense that they're brothers.
Once brothers get involved in any project, it just gets dumber. So
So
Yeah. Fucking A.
But yeah, that movie is fantastic. They wrote. I heard an interview with the Coens, and they said they wrote the Buster Scruggs, the first short. They wrote like 20 years ago
Yeah.
with no intention of ever filming it, and then they wrote another one, and they're like, "Oh, I think we might have something here." And they wrote a few more.
It was so well done.
So
yeah,
good.
But that whole, because it was 6 shorts, nobody's seen it, but
Yeah.
that one that we were talking about with Liam Neeson, I don't want to get into details, but the whole fucking thing is so fucking terribly sad and
Yeah,
tragic.
it is. Yeah.
Like, that was why it fucked me up. I'm like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
man.
The starving artist, kind of, I guess.
the Tom Waits one.
You know,
that
the
was
Tom
the
Waits
good.
one
That
was
was a
good,
really good one
Yeah.
for me.
See, I thought the first and the last one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that.
I don't remember what was the last one.
Was the Stagecoach one? the last
Stagecoach one with Tyne Daly.
Yeah.
I only know Tyne Daly because I was a kid when Cagney and Lacey was on. They were talking about what their professions were, and I don't want to get into it a whole lot, but
I don't know. I must have slept through that one.
you might have. We have to watch that shit.
I liked the Franco one too.
Yeah, that was fun.
They were all great.
Oh yeah, the
They were
whole
all-
thing
they
is
were all good.
fantastic. Yeah, I would put that. It's definitely top like 3 or 4 of their comedies.
how the fuck is Netflix doing this? They're fucking killing it. They have a movie coming out with, or it's a Scorsese flick.
Yeah.
De Niro, Pacino, Pesci. It's an Irish mob flick.
Dude,
how the fuck?
They have so much fucking money.
Yeah.
They can pay for anything.
I think it's just, and it's kind of a different, well, it is. It's a totally different business model because I don't think, the way I understood it, I don't think the Coens made it for Netflix, but they made it, and then Netflix picked up the distribution. Like back in the day, someone would pick up the distribution and they'd send it to the video rental stores after they send it to the theater and then video. Now people pick up the distribution, or Netflix is one of the distributors. So they just pick it up and they just stream it.
The straight to video thing is not even like a slam anymore.
No. Well, and I think people's home, a lot of people have at least a television that's HD or the quality of the home entertainment is so much better than it was back in when you had VHS. And I watched a VHS a while ago, and it's really
terrible.
You don't know. Now you don't think about it, but if you go back and watch it, it's awful.
I haven't had a VCR in at least 10 years.
Yeah, but that's come a long way. The other thing the Coen said that I thought was interesting. This is the first film they've done digitally that they filmed, recorded, whatever. I guess not filmed. Not on film. They did it all digital, and that's the first time they've done it.
Can you tell when you're watching it? Can you tell?
I couldn't tell.
I don't know
the quality.
I don't know if it's like fucking audiophiles when they hear like goofy sound or something. They're like, oh yeah, that's fucking off by this blah 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 blah. The gain's up or soming blah blah shit. I don't know.
I'm sure if you were a
nerd,
film nerd, you could if you're a dork.
But I mean, like, I don't know how the fuck they. You told me how they did it as far as just like distribution deals.
That's kind of how I took. I don't know that.
But they're throwing money.
Kind of made that up, but. But I'm guessing that's how it works.
It's just throwing money at like stand-up comedians that Netflix specials. I don't know how much Chappelle made $50 million fucking dollars or something like that for his Netflix specials. They've never had outside of a warehouse, if people still even do the DVD thing. I don't know. I'm sure there's some people that still order DVDs through them, but outside of that,
really old people.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I don't order DVDs anymore. No. Don't look at me like that.
I was looking at you.
No, yeah, he was looking. Yeah, he was absolutely looking at me.
But I don't know. They've never had to have like a brick and mortar. You know what I mean? Their overhead is
nothing.
Right? And they've just been raking in. I mean, how many people do you know that don't have net? It seems like everybody.
Yeah.
There's got to be 100 million subscriptions.
Yeah, $10 basically a month.
And I wonder how it's because I was talking to somebody about this today. Netflix, because Disney's starting their own streaming service, so they're literally going to be pulling all the Disney stuff, all the Marvel shit, anything ABC related. They own that. That's all going on their streaming website. So it's probably going to cut Netflix's shit,
think so.
Not necessarily in half, but
that's
a big chunk.
That's a blow. Yeah. I mean, they had like, especially if they take all that some of that Marvel stuff, because Daredevil Marvel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if Daredevil and they had a Punisher series, they had stuff like that. If that's
all the Pixar stuff,
yeah,
that's going away apparently.
But allegedly. I think they're pumping out so much content now. I don't think it's.
And no, it's like you're saying, the Coen brother movie. Knock it off! Fucking animals just fucking growling at each other and fucking. God damn. This is half of our podcast. Just telling animals to get off the fucking counter and shut the fuck up.
Hey! Fucking dog. Jesus.
One day, look, we do it at our house. One day there'll be a studio. Who the fuck knows? One of these days. So, I mean, would you consider it, like, if you got a special on Netflix, the Ben Macks special on Netflix, would that be like, would you consider your, like, comedy career a success? Or is there, like, a level that you would get, like, that's a success? I don't care if I go any higher than that.
I think from a financial point,
that's when your wife is watching the podcast going, yeah, bitch.
Yeah. I think and just from I think from I think that right now that's our generation's HBO special. That used to be the big,
It is.
That used to be in the 80s. That was the thing. You know, you can get on Carson, and then you get your special on HBO or Showtime. But HBO was kind of the thing.
Now it's Conan and Netflix.
Yeah, now you can get on, try to get on Conan or what Jimmy Kimmel or whatever, and now like Netflix is if you can get it. It's all about building. What the fuck do I know? But it's all about building credentials. So when they put you on if a place books you, they have something to put on the poster. And I think putting a Netflix symbol on would be about as big as you, because most people can.
No, you're right. It's Netflix or HBO,
and most people can, if they if they want to check it out, that's at their fingertips. They can find it like right now. Yeah, check it out. So I'd say that for comedy right now, for comedians, that's kind of the high watermark. That or getting obviously getting like a TV series or something. That's still that's still a pretty big deal. But
get a million views on YouTube and blah blah blah.
Yeah, or getting a big movie, getting a big role, big role in a movie or whatever. But I think as first the art of stand up itself, I think Netflix is probably the peak.
So I don't know if it was you that was telling me or somebody else that the amount of stand up specials on Netflix waters down the stand up product. Because there's so many.
There is so much. I think what it does is it gives people somewhat of a false representation of what stand-up is. Okay. Because when you watch, say, like Rory Scovel or Jim Gaffigan or somebody that you watch their hour-long Netflix special, that's material that they've been honing in clubs and smaller venues for a year probably, they've taken probably a couple hours or more of material, whittled it down to the hour they wanted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's edited too, so they probably go 90 minutes, 2 hours, and then edit down an hour's worth of the best material.
Yeah, and then people sit at home, watch it, and think that's what. And then if they watch all that, and think that's what stand up, which that's like the major league of. That's like watching. What I was going to say is they watch that, and then they come to an open mic in a little bar somewhere in the middle of Michigan,
and they expect it to be fucking
they expect all this polished stuff, and they don't get that. Now they think it's garbage when it's actually this is the steps.
Yeah,
this is the workshop. It's like watching the Yankees and play, and then going to a little league game and being disappointed.
It's farm system.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. So I think if anything, there's so much, right now, stand up, which is good. I mean, that's a good opportunity.
Yeah.
Obviously, if there's that much need, it's kind of booming right now.
Do you? Because I know, just I've known you for a couple of years now. Mm-hmm. Like, I know you're a student of especially like old school comedy from the Dean Martin days and Bing Crosby specials, the roasts, and all that shit. Mm-hmm. Do you like critique? No, I don't want to say do you critique other comedians because that's not necessarily what I meant. But do you look at what they do and be like, oh, that's fucking awesome. I would like to do that better, or do it like that or something. Yeah,
I think he's for me, I guess I would look at more like maybe not necessarily like the jokes themselves, but just kind of how they deliver it, their pacing, their stage presence, that kind of stuff, how they move from one joke to another, how they control a crowd, that kind of stuff, that can be very beneficial. Obviously, I mean, if you do, I think if you do comedy, you want to watch as much as you can too, and just to see what other people are doing, and just to stay a fan too, I think is important.
And you can have a really funny joke, but if your delivery is off and your timing is off, then it might not completely ruin it, but it's not going to come across as funny to as many people.
I think you can have a bad joke and that's delivered well and do better than you can take a good joke and butcher it in the delivery. I think delivery is more. I mean, not that writing's not important, but I think the delivery of it is more important than. I think if you take a really seasoned.
Oh, because I've had shitty deliveries on all kinds of jokes. Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
I think if you take like take like a real seasoned comedian. He could read. If you take like Stephen Wright, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, deadpan.
Yeah, if you took his material and just sat down and read it, it wouldn't be funny.
Yeah,
Right.
But the way he does it is hilarious. You know?
Do you look at guys like that? Because I don't want to say you do a character on stage.
Yeah.
But you definitely have your own thing.
Yeah.
You know, do you look at guys like that, like Stephen Wright or who the fuck, Mitch Hedberg, or guys like that, where it's kind of quirky?
Yeah.
You know, so it's almost like an awkwardness on stage vibe.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always been I liked Mitch. I've always been a real big Stephen Wright fan, and so I mean, yeah, I think everybody's got their own kind of delivery system that just comes from, I don't know, I guess whatever comes from their writing, and I don't know how it, I don't know, I didn't, how it develops really, but
Well, I'm sure it's.
No, I think it's cool. Like, I mean, you fucking like it's your own thing,
Yeah.
man. It's not, you're not ripping off anybody. I don't want it to seem like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's your own thing and it's unique.
yeah, I don't know,
And it's got to be what
I don't know.
it's got to be what they think is funny. Like when,
I think that's like,
because when I have zero plans to do stand up, but I write stand up jokes a lot.
yeah,
And I always word it and I always pace it in a way that makes me laugh.
yeah.
So I'm sure that everybody is basically the same way.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I've always read that's, that's kind of the first, you got to write what you think is funny and then go from there and hope other people, it's a common thought or a common feeling, I guess. I don't know.
What, when you came up with Thad Ranger,
Yeah.
because I always wonder how people come up with characters and how they like find their fucking character.
Yeah.
Like because when you're Thad Ranger, like you're a different fucking person, dude. It's like Clark Kent and Superman, with the fucking Thad glasses,
Right.
Like how do you just put on glasses and then all of a sudden find the voice and find the manner? You know what I mean? Is it?
I don't know. I think for Thad, I think Thad started as a skit, was doing like this video that's going to make fun of the country's immigration policy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you want to come to America, here's what you need to know.
Yeah.
And so that was how it started. Wrote that skit and like, well, what kind of guy would host this video? And so really it's based off of like the old, if you watch, like I've always had in jobs. I remember getting hired at a grocery store and in the what do they call it? When you, I can't think of the word right now.
Bagger?
No, yeah, well, it was that, but they had like this when they were kind of bringing you into the company, they had the
Training video?
yeah, like a training session.
Yeah.
But they had a whole video about how to bag groceries, like 20 minutes about how to bag, and it's like this is the dumbest thing I've ever. And so, but it's the people that like and then I watch safety video after safety video at different jobs, and it's like the people that host these things, like every safety video.
Orientation.
Yeah, orientation. Orientation.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Sorry.
So I couldn't think of it. I was thinking
what is that goddamn word?
Interrogation was all I could think of. Like, it's kind of
the same
similar,
thing.
but
Yeah.
But every one of those videos was made in 1987.
Every single one.
Even though what you see now,
they're
made
all
1987.
87. And so I don't know. So I mean, it at its root, I think that character is kind of the guy that would host those kind of things.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of spread from there. And I don't know. I've always been a fan of like Ernest.
Yeah.
In character, like
and I think that's why I like it.
dumb
And I think that's why he
characters.
likes it, because we like Ernest.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, there's not that like, and I've never tried to make, outside that first video, I guess, never tried to make like a statement with it.
Yeah.
I never tried to make it like, there be any real substance to
It's
the
just-
content.
it's just goofy and fun.
It's just, and I think, I don't know if there's enough of that. Sometimes there's not enough just being an idiot.
Right.
Just being fucking goofy, man.
Yeah. Just being a goofball. So I don't know.
I always wanted to make a sketch about a guy that likes the shitty version of things. Like, because I was talking to a coworker and I was talking about how much I like I kind of like Jim Beam and I really like Knob Creek. And he's like, yeah, I don't like that. And then like 5 fucking minutes later, he's like, "Have you guys ever had Seagram 7? It's really good." And I'm like, "You fucking kidding me?" So instead of like good whiskey, he likes Seagram 7, and instead of Coca-Cola, he drinks RC Cola.
Yeah, it mixes it with Canada House.
Yeah, and he goes on a date, and like at the end of the date, girl leans over and she's like, "Hey, you want a blowjob?" He's like, "No. I'll take a hand job, though." It's just what I like.
The guy who likes shitty options.
Yep. It's just what I'm used to. You know,
it's based on real people.
That's based on a true story.
Now, I was wondering about it for the Thad Ranger because, I mean, you got... fuck, it blew up, man.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's been neat. It's been... they started showing some of the videos at a comedy club downstate before their shows at a one-night Stan's Comedy Club in Waterford, I guess.
They were showing your fucking... Were you in the building?
No, he asked... the comedian that owns it asked a while ago if anybody had any funny videos that they were looking to show videos before the I guess people were coming in and sitting down, whatever. So I sent him a few and told me, feel free to, here's a few. Feel free to look at the other ones and show, whatever.
That'd fuck me up if I was in the room and they were playing that. Like, don't look at me.
Yeah. No, I don't want to be there when they do it.
No, not at all.
But so it's, I don't know, it's fun. Putting it out there. So.
What are your... I didn't want to talk about Thad Ranger that much, but...
Yeah, me neither.
Moving on. I think we talked about this. Maybe we didn't. Maybe I had another co-host on my thing that I do. That thing I do.
Mm-hmm.
There's these fucking brothels in Toronto.
All right, I'm listening.
And they are sex doll brothels.
No, yeah, we talked. Yeah,
did we talk about this?
We talked about that.
Okay.
Yeah,
they're opening one in Texas.
That's perfect,
dude. So I was reading the story, and people are like, "Oh, it's gonna just increase like prostitution and criminality," and I'm like, "Fuck you talking? It's just gonna increase the amount of incels."
Yeah,
these fucking douchebags.
It's just going to...
Who the fuck would go to these things?
Decrease prostitution, if anything. And it's only criminal if they make it illegal. Right?
How the fuck could you make a sex doll brothel illegal? One.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not having sex with an actual person.
You're not hurting anybody.
It's basically like going to the doctor.
Yeah.
It's like going to the fucking porno theater.
Just like
or the fucking jerk-off
You're
booth.
going to the jerk-off doctor.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Who the fuck would actually go to that?
I don't know.
Though?
I'd want
some fucking buddy would.
I'd want like.
I'm sure I know plenty of people that would at least for a novelty value.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm not. You have not even. I mean, you haven't even seen it yet.
That's not a picture.
They have a nice.
That's not a picture.
Nice lobby.
They actually like wipe it down, obviously, and sanitize it.
Yeah,
and then they make the bed, and they put this fake chick,
right,
on the bed with her leg like up, like looking all come hither and like facing the door and shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Just give me a doll or something. I don't want it.
They're dressing it up for you. It's kind of nice. They better have like more than a wipe down though. There better be like a little car wash kind of thing they put in those things.
A car wash,
like an extreme hose down.
Yeah, you'd think.
Like there's got to be that would
boil
be,
the goddamn thing.
If they want the health department's going to make some money. That's what's going to happen.
I don't even want to think about what kind of motherfucker. Not only
be heavily regulated.
I could see somebody going once just to see what it's like.
Yeah, take a look. You only live once. Just peek in the door a little.
Just peek in the door.
How the fuck you could go more than once?
Well, I mean,
return customers.
I don't know. Maybe they have some kind of discount.
Yeah. Membership.
Yeah, maybe you get them.
Membership has its perks.
So many a month for X amount of dollars. I don't know. I'm not a marketing guy. Just saying.
Sound like you could be. We can work together.
Yeah,
and figure this out.
we can. Yeah, we can make it good. There's definitely a market. The Toronto one must do well. I mean, if they're opening one, there's got to be some kind of market research.
It's the same company that does in the one in Toronto.
See, they must be doing well.
And if there's a market for anything, there is a market for perverts.
Yeah.
Oh
sure.
man, that's fucking true.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you see these motherfuckers online, like, they could just seem like regular people.
Yeah.
You can see what these motherfuckers like on Twitter. Mm-hmm. It just pops up, and you're like, Jesus Christ, man!
Yeah,
you got to be careful opening up Twitter in public. 2, you see all the comments they make on like, just. I don't want to say random chicks necessarily. Chicks who are post a pretty picture of themselves, or a Playboy model or something. I know kind of what that's used when they post it. I know that's why they're posting it. They want dudes to get turned on. But you motherfuckers need to stop.
Yeah.
Commenting on these fucking things because you look like an asshole.
Wow. Internet's a dark, filthy place.
It's also a wonderful place.
It is a wonderful place, but it's
either or. There's no middle ground.
All the
you
above.
got to take what you got to take.
It's a wonderful,
it all,
filthy place. Yeah.
Now that's the thing that's the thing that really bothers me is that I can see what other people are into, and I am not really into that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into dolls or into seeing what other people are into?
That either.
None of it.
That too.
Depends on the day.
I would never go to a brothel for dolls.
I don't believe you.
Probably. Maybe on the first day. Second day, fuck no.
Oh, I don't know. Grand opening. Yeah, if you get early and get head of line and grand opening.
If you're first in line, like if you're going to camp out ahead of time for the grand opening.
There's no fucking way it could be that busy.
There's no guarantee that there's like some of those dolls didn't transfer from Toronto either.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Suppose.
You don't know that they're all new.
Because
you got to start a brand new brothel, man. You got to have brand new client.
I'm relatively sure you're not the type of guy that's going to buy a sex doll from a pawn shop. So you're probably not going to want to be the type of guy that goes to the brothel, sex doll brothel, the second day.
Definitely the type of guy that drops one off at a pawn shop, though. Or a
that could happen.
Resale store. I want to see.
Did you see that security footage?
How much do you want this, sir? Nothing. Just take it.
Haggling for the.
Just take it away. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I saw that. I was fucking disturbed. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are guys really having that much of a problem getting laid? I mean, I know I do, but I mean, I can't be that fucking,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that would maybe this maybe it's a time thing. Maybe they don't have time for a relationship. Busy professionals.
I wonder how much it costs.
Cheaper than a real person.
I wonder how much it costs.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just curious, like how much they charge. I don't want to go. I'm not asking for myself.
Well, there's very little overhead.
Yeah, you're not having to pay.
There's no employees.
Is
$50 too much
for what?
To visit the
whole
sex
thing,
doll
like
brothel?
Hour or?
Yeah, an hour. Is $50
it would
too
be,
much?
I don't know.
Because
I can't get in that person's head, but I know it would cost me more than $50 if somebody were to pay me to go there.
That makes sense. I'm going to say, it's probably more than that. Seems like it would be more than that.
If you pay $50 or more to have sex with a fucking...
I mean, these are high quality. These are like higher quality dolls, though, right?
From what I've read, they're like the top notch.
Those are
because when we were talking about it before, it was we were going through the inventory list.
Yeah, can you just
on their website?
Can you just go and rent a foot for an hour?
You can rent a foot. You can rent a foot and fuck it if you want, and then return it.
Oh, that's a real thing. It's terrifying. That's what this is. Yeah, it's just terrifying.
That's terrible.
It is. You should.
I can't remember all the options on it. What the fuck were there? There were.
That was terrifying. That's where I lost.
Was it Real Doll?
They lost me at the foot.
Not Real Doll, because that reminds me of a movie. No, there's a movie about Real Doll. Anyway,
I don't remember, but
there was all kinds of options.
What are you back?
Like a whole world opened up. A whole disgusting, terrifying, beautiful world.
I don't want to think about it, but it's fucking intriguing to me.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I don't. That's You got. I mean, I know. I don't know. I know people like feet, but
Do they sell just the tits?
Yeah, I probably. I'm sure they do. They sell a foot. They sell a dismembered foot with a insertion point on it.
That is something else.
Yeah, it is. Technology is amazing.
We're using it on the wrong things, man.
Yeah, we are.
I did watch the fucking live landing today.
Yeah, we landed on Mars today.
Yeah, I watched the live landing, the Insight robotic thing module or whatever on Mars. That was pretty fucking rad.
So at least somebody's doing something positive.
Dude, you watch the comments, and then another thing, pros and cons of the internet.
Yeah.
It's a great story.
Yeah,
we landed on fucking Mars.
Yeah,
people are like,
possibly learn?
why the fuck are we spending money to go to Mars when we can't cure cancer?
Yeah,
and fuck.
I get it. Yeah, we should be funding. But we should. Yeah, but you don't know what you could learn. We don't know what we're gonna learn. What if you find a cure for cancer on Mars?
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
No, that's what I mean.
I don't expect them to dig a little bit on Mars and go, oh, fuck, look, the cure for cancer.
Oh, here it is, yeah.
But you could find some sort of bacteria or something.
Yeah, who knows?
Some sort of thing. You never fucking know.
Yeah, it's worth looking.
Maybe they'll find a tablet that has the cure for cancer on it. Like how to get the cure for cancer from an ancient civilization.
Like Moses?
Yeah.
Could be.
Exactly.
Maybe Moses is there.
Yeah. 10 steps to the cure of cancer.
Yeah. There's theories that Mars's atmosphere and environment used to be similar to ours.
The theories that I've heard, and sorry, I mean, I talked to Neil deGrasse Tyson once, so I'm kind of an expert. But he told me, Neil deGrasse Tyson actually told me, he's like, there are fucking bacteria and elements on Earth that are also found on Mars. So the theory and my dumb guy fucking explanation is, asteroid hit Mars or whatever. There could have been life on Mars back in the day. So an asteroid hits Mars, blows fucking this cloud of dust into space, ends up on Earth, and that's how life formed on Earth.
Is from
because there's bacteria and organisms that can withstand the insane vacuum and the insanely cold temperatures of space, and that's how they can live in the fucking Arctic.
Yeah,
under 6 miles worth of ice or whatever.
Interesting. Yeah, who knows? I mean, who knows what we'll find? The people that get upset about it also don't know how their cell phone works.
Space, science,
and so you're going to argue about stay in your lane.
No, man. Yeah, it's the same science. You got your good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how. Yeah, good things have happened through science. So let's keep sciencing. That's what I'm saying.
I used to be that guy though, for some fucking stupid reason.
Yeah.
I was like, why are we going? Why we don't need to go to space? Thankfully, for whatever reason, that phase of my life only lasted a year or two.
You also didn't like 60s music because it was hippie bullshit.
When the fuck did I
you
say
told
that?
me that.
Oh.
You said, fucking mamas and papas,
I really
fucking
still
hippie
don't like.
bullshit.
I still don't really like mamas and papas and shit.
Yeah, well.
Big fan of the 60s, though.
Now.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling him the other day, I said, we were watching something and had a bunch of hippies. Big hippie fest or something. I was like, I can hang out for hippies for probably 2 to 4 hours before I'm over it. Do you want to go to a hippie fest and just hang out, talk about trees or whatever the fuck you want to talk about? I can do that for 2 to 4 hours and then I'm out.
Pretty good. 4 hours.
I couldn't do it. I don't think I could.
No.
Mm-mm.
I could. I don't mind that. You can hang.
I feel like there's 2 different kinds of hippies. One style of hippie is I don't even want to name names, but you know them. Okay? like the sawdust Grateful Dead hippie.
Yeah.
They like to fucking listen to bluegrass on a sawdust floor and get high as fuck. Then there's the fucking Lord of the Rings elf hippie.
Okay.
They just like to just spend time among the trees and walking amongst the fucking green. Mm-hmm. They don't, yeah.
The people like, isn't there a group? Isn't there a subculture?
Listen to Lorena McKennitt.
Lorena McKennitt.
I have no idea. There a subculture that likes to have sex with trees?
Yeah, no,
Another
that's the next tier down.
Next tier down.
Yeah,
That's a
subculture of hippies.
off-
Yeah.
You guys are way more worldly than I am, apparently.
You didn't know that?
No, the internet.
No, I knew
that.
I knew
Tree
about
fucking
tree
hippies.
huggers. I knew about tree huggers, but not tree fuckers.
Yeah, they're
Tree
taking
hookers.
it to another whole nother.
Tree hookers.
Yeah. Wonder if there's a forest where you can rent a tree.
I was just gonna say a tree brothel.
Tree
Yeah.
brothel.
Yeah, that's
Private
It's
fantastic.
in Texas.
Rent an oak. I don't know. Pine's a softer wood. isn't
Yeah,
it?
poplar.
Poplar. But, you know,
Uh-huh.
that's a soft wood.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I bet that's inviting.
Somebody'd pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody'd pay for it. Somebody would fuck it.
Guaranteed. Yeah. Great world we live in.
That's probably the best line you've ever uttered. Somebody will pay for it. Somebody will fuck it.
Yeah. In that order.
It's a real thing, man. You find these fucks on the internet, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're there. Yeah. Well, new business model, at least. You got any land?
No, no land. Last business model I came up with almost backfired. Bit me on the ass.
That'll happen. You got to roll the dice sometimes. Yeah. So,
I like to roll the dice. It just doesn't work. One of these days I'll learn to keep my fucking mouth shut.
no. Yeah, I don't believe that.
I highly doubt it. I've known you for a long time. You haven't learned yet.
Yeah. I agree with him. Oh, maybe he did. Maybe he learned.
No,
He's practicing at the most inopportune moment.
no, I was trying to think of a way to say what I wanted to say, but I can't really get away with it. This fucking story, it was hilarious, and I told it to him. He's like, it's just like fucking Beverly Hills Cop, man.
All right.
It's in Detroit.
Yeah.
And I don't know the details of it. I read it briefly. Two groups of cops. One were the undercover dealers.
Okay.
The other group, the undercover buyers. They didn't know that they were buying and or selling to each other.
Perfect.
And they end up getting like in fucking brawl in the middle of the street in Detroit. Like, fuck. I think one of them were like, no, hey, we're a cop too. We're a cop too. And then, fuck you. We're getting this. You know, I think that's how it went down.
Yeah. That sounds right. That's hilarious. I mean, hopefully everybody's okay. But that's hilarious because you think they're to be a little more, maybe they need to work on their communication, I think. They're going to
I
have
don't know if this is like two rival precincts or something.
Yeah, they need
Well,
to.
I highly doubt they were in the same precinct, but that would be even more funny.
Yeah.
Because where I work, I know that could happen. Because like the interdepartmental communication is
Two groups of
very
dickheads
poor.
just show up with furniture.
Yep. Oh, I've had numerous occasions where, like, because we have regular stores, corporate stores, and we have franchise stores. Numerous occasions where we have shown up to the same fucking house at the same fucking time as the franchise store, and we're like,
What do you do at that point? Who decides
Fight.
who leaves?
Fight, right?
Well,
Sword fight.
I usually say, well, who's gonna be the quickest here? Oh, you? All right, go. And then I fucking laugh because they suck. Laugh and point. Like, why?
Why would you even stick around and watch them? I'd be get the fuck out of there. It's time to go eat lunch. We got a free stop.
Yeah, free couch or whatever, right? You just take the stuff home then,
I do not take stuff home.
right? Like you'd be able to. Oh, right.
No, you
Okay,
will
I
get
got
prosecuted for that
it. I
shit.
got it. You don't take. I get
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
You're fired. But yeah, no, you don't have a free stop.
Yeah, you
gotta-
do. You don't have to do this one anymore.
Because you have different shit. Like I have a sofa, and they have a mattress.
Oh, I thought you were bringing the same. You brought the same sofa.
No,
That's
that's happened before.
So then what? Then you get a free sofa.
Then you're just like, what the fuck? All right, leaving.
How does that even happen?
Do they get 2 sofas?
No, they do not.
How does that even happen? Who fucks that up?
I don't know.
Names.
Exactly.
We want names.
I could name names, but
That'd be a bad decision.
it would be a bad decision.
I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
But it's just like, this person needs a sofa tomorrow, and you're like, all right, we'll do it. And then you don't communicate with the other store that, like, we have almost border delivery zones. And one store will deliver to this town, and one store will deliver to this town. And occasionally, this person needs it on a day that this store doesn't deliver to that zone. So they're like, oh, well, it's only 5 miles away from your delivery zone border, so can you do it on this day? I'm like, all right. And both stores end up doing it.
I want sofa. I want a sofa tomorrow kind of pull.
Yep.
I want to call a place. Like
I think most people can get that kind of pull
sofa
if you demand it.
now.
No.
No?
No.
If you pay money, if you pay for it and it's paid for,
No.
no?
See? Yeah,
How the
that's
fuck do you
what
get
I
that
like
kind of
that.
pull?
That's what I'm saying.
There are extenuating circumstances. Like if they've
Want a
been
sofa now.
like if they've been fucked over a couple times before by just circumstances,
Yeah.
then we'll be like, well, we don't want to fuck this guy over 3 times. So
All right. Now we know.
there you go.
All right. Have you ever shown up, like 2 trucks shown up, and you still didn't have everything?
Oh yeah.
Like, that's even better.
Yeah, plenty of times.
There's 2 fucking trucks in my driveway, and you guys still forgot the fucking coffee table.
One time I did.
And that's how you get a free sofa. That's how you get a free sofa.
One time I did a delivery, and I was driving up to the house, and I had a recliner, and nobody's home. I'm like, all right, well, looking in the window, and there's matching furniture all over the place in the living room. And I call the customer, and she's like, oh, well, you take the driveway down and around the house, and there's a pole barn with a big RV door, and then there's a small security door on the side. I'm like, yeah, totally, I can see that. All right, well, put it down there. All right. Get back to the store. They're like, where's this person's furniture? I'm like, what are you talking about? No, I delivered it. Yeah. And apparently, like, their next door neighbor had the exact same setup of their house and bought the fucking exact same furniture. So I delivered it to
How in the
house.
fuck does that even
Wrong
happen?
house.
I don't know. Maybe they like each other too much, and they're like, oh, I'm going to do the exact same thing as this person.
So that's how you get a free sofa.
That's how you get a free sofa.
Dude, you had the best because you posted a picture once. You're doing a furniture delivery. And it's the way the people set their shit up and expect you to bend over backwards to deliver their shit or any kind of like customer service thing. You could throw that in there too. I don't know how long this driveway was that you were telling me, but there's like art van truck or furniture trucks are big.
Yeah.
You know? So
Good
there's
thing we're
this.
not live here.
Huh? No, we're not. But what are those fucking arches?
Oh, yeah.
Wooden arches that it can't fit through on this quarter-long mile driveway, so that
nice
you have to
little
park and carry a fucking sofa a quarter mile to the house. That's fucking hilarious.
I used to deliver for an appliance company, and you would deliver fridges to people, and they would have you'd have to be taking the old fridge that they had left just full of shit.
Yeah.
So you'd have to take all their food out, take the old one, put the new one. Yeah, just
They don't do that?
most do, but some, yeah.
Man.
It's always it's like the the nicer houses are the ones that don't.
They're like, fuck
Yeah,
it.
this guy, this
he can
schlub.
do it.
He's getting paid for it.
Yeah, he's getting paid $9.
Because he just pull it out and plug the other one in and just leave the other one sitting there with all the fucking food in it.
Yeah.
Well, you're supposed to take the older one?
Yeah,
you gotta take the older one.
Just open
Take
the
it
door
with all
and-
the food in it.
Just open the door and dump it out.
Dump it. Yeah, so I feel you. Yeah.
I've had occasions where, like, a sofa is going up to the second story, and we can't get it up the stairs. So you tie a rope around it, and you fucking pull hand over hand up over the balcony. That's exciting.
That's terrible.
Yeah, those are good times. You better have a good, strong delivery partner if you're gonna do that.
Fuck, counts me out.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I'm just soft now, man.
Sorry.
I went to help my dad and brother, my brother specifically, because it was his house, hang drywall.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Fuck. I mean, I did it. I can't even explain how fucking soft and out of shape. Like, dude. I used to be able to carry things and like lift things, and
It's funny because I was just moving drywall a few months ago, and you come back and report back from that, and you're like, man, drywall is really heavy. I'm like, really?
fuck you, dude, because my dad's a strong dude. You know, he laid block and
Look,
concrete
man.
his whole life. Fuck off for a second. And even dad is like, yeah, drywall's fucking heavy, dude. We're doing like big 12-foot fucking sheets of drywall, man. That shit is not light.
But it's not heavy.
Yeah, it is.
There's different thicknesses too, isn't there?
Yeah,
I
quarter
think
inch.
it's only quarter inch.
No, there's different thicknesses. So the ceiling pieces were thicker. I think they were quarter inch, maybe 3/8,
Yeah, I thought so.
5/8.
5/8. Those are see.
Yeah,
You're getting
5/8 inch for
heavy
the.
business.
You're just trying to make yourself sound better.
And you're not agreeing with me.
What's that?
You're not agreeing with me.
Yeah, I am agreeing with it. I don't want to do drywall, so I'm totally.
I don't want to do drywall either. But
He skipped out to go fishing instead of go hang a drywall.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
a good
I
move.
fucking
That's a
hate your
good
guts
move.
so much.
Yeah.
I
man.
didn't skip out. I had plans
Yeah.
to go fishing. So what happened was I did not skip out on fishing to go hang drywall.
Yeah, see, that makes sense. That's a good move.
Yeah.
Fishing.
Yeah,
I don't even
Dude,
fish.
fishing is the
And
only thing that I will be committal about in my entire life. Everything else, I'm like, yeah, we'll see. Somebody says, hey, you want to go fishing 3 weeks from now? I'm like, fuck yeah. I'll get the day off.
Yeah.
I don't even fish, and I'm fishing 10 times out of 10 before I'm doing drywall. I don't like fish. I don't eat fish.
You could have told me you were going to use the fishing excuse before I said, yeah, I'll go help you hang drywall, because then I could have said, sorry, I'm going fishing with Levi.
That'd have been a good move.
Sorry. You don't even like fishing.
He's not sorry.
No, I'm not sorry.
So what shows you got coming up, Ben?
I'm in Detroit this weekend. The first, I should say. I don't know when it's going to come out. This
It should be out tonight,
oh, okay.
or tomorrow.
Okay, so yeah, this weekend, December 1st, down at Sellerman's in Hazel Park, which is just outside Detroit. And then let's see what else this month. The Thad Ranger Christmas show is coming up here in a couple. It's like 3 weeks. Yeah,
Yeah, it's Studio Anatomy,
it's
Traverse
sneaking
City.
up. So
Yeah.
that's going to be fun. We got quite a array of talented people coming in for that one.
Well, I'm helping host it, so you can
Yeah.
just count that one fucking, not
I don't
talented.
think he counted you.
I'm just saying,
I don't know. The last one went pretty well. So
despite me helping host it.
it was good. And we got some of the same comedians coming in that were there in July and that are coming back, and then some new faces. So it should be pretty entertaining, hopefully.
Cool.
Yeah, should be fun.
All right, well, I know you got to do some comedy tonight still.
Yeah. Right. Well, you can't. That doesn't make sense. Come on out to Rotten Cherries yesterday. Or whenever. 2 hours
Earlier tonight.
2 hours ago.
Early. It's on right now. It's going now. So
do it. Yeah. Comedy Traverse City, and Yeah, we got some exciting stuff coming up for Kamikaze for the Traverse City comedy stuff. Brad Wenzel's going to be back at studio the end of December, who's just got off his, I think, second or third appearance on Conan.
Yeah.
And he's a super funny guy. We've got a really strong winter and spring lined up. Some really good comics, so it should be pretty exciting.
Cool.
With old Zarelli, son of a bitch.
Oh, Zerilli's on Wednesday on the podcast.
Oh,
He's coming
perfect.
in Wednesday. So
Perfect.
yeah.
There you go.
So
Tom, I said
yeah,
I said that. Right there.
I will. So thanks, man.
Yeah, man,
Appreciate it.
fun.
Get you on
we had
again maybe
fun.
at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, whenever.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
So
iTunes and YouTube's. There we
Yay.
go. All right.
yeah.